Welcome to a little piece of heaven farm. Today I'm going to prune our Marionberry plants, and what you do is that you prune off last year's growth. That's a pretty good example of it right here. More likely last year's growth would die back anyway, so you got to just prune all that off, and you keep the last year's new growth, which would be this one, and that would be the branch that will provide you the berries. Last year's branching 9 times out of 10 will not produce you the berries, so you want to prune out last year's growth that had berries on it, and you want to keep the new branching and string that up, and that'll produce you berries for this year. And then next year you would prune that branch out. Also, if you want to propagate some plants, which is very easy to do, they do it on their own. When the new branching grows out towards the fall, the tips will turn into the ground, and you see this one's already hooked in the ground. It's formed roots. You just dig that out and cut it right about here, and then you could plant anywhere you want, and you got yourself a new Marionberry bush. Okay, well, I'm going to start pruning on this, getting out last year's growth that had the berries on it. Right here, I'm going to dig these out. That way I can have some new plants. There you go. The new plant's already rooted out. It does this towards the fall. The new growth, when the tip of it touches ground in the fall, it'll turn, hit the ground, and it'll root out. You just dig it up early spring or before spring, doesn't really matter, and then just cut it, and you got yourself a new plant. Once again, this is the last year's cane that had the berries on it. That's the one that you want to remove, that cane all the way to the ground. That's basically 2-year-old growth. First year it just grows out, and the second year it puts on the berries, and after that the cane is pretty much dies off. So you have to remove all that old cane and hang last year's new growth cane, and this will put on the berries. And you see, if that would focus right there, as you can see, it's getting ready to branch out right there to put on some berries. All right, guess I'll get back to pruning. Well, there it is. My Marionberry plant here is all pruned up. What you see left on there are last year's cane that will produce fruit this year. I did not save every single bit of the last year's cane because there was way too many. If you have too much of it, then your fruit would be small. So if you cut some of those out, thin them out a little bit, just leave a few, then your fruit will be much bigger and you will be a lot happier about it. Okay, thanks for stopping by a little piece of Heaven Farm and checking out how I prune my Marionberries. If you haven't already, please subscribe, go ahead and like and share it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.